Hi everyone, welcome to the Flying Pickle Academy. I'm Susannah Barr. I'm a full-time touring pro and a certified pickleball coach, and I'm the pickleball director here at the Flying Pickle. So today we are going to be working with our drop shot, one of the most important shots in pickleball, so that's where we want to start. First thing I'm going to do is just give myself some targets. I like to visualize where I want to hit the ball. Drop shots should land typically around the kitchen line or around your opponent's feet, so that's where I'm going to put some targets. Right here in the two kitchen corners. Next video, we'll talk about our strategy about where to hit drop shots, but for now, these are our two kitchen corners that we're mostly going to be aiming for. So first thing I want to go over with you is just your technique for hitting a drop shot and why we want to hit drop shots. A drop shot is typically our third shot. Not always though, it's kind of anytime we get pushed off this kitchen line, we get pushed back, we're on defense, and our goal is to neutralize the point and allow us to move up a little more safely, right? Because we want to get up to that kitchen line. A good drop shot is aggressive. It is not just a, let's loft it over this net. We're gonna add a little pace to our drop. We're gonna keep it low over the net because yes, we're pushed back, but that doesn't mean we want to give our opponents all the power. When I'm back here looking to hit a good aggressive drop shot, there's a couple of key things I need to remember. One, this ball's gonna bounce. So because I have to let the ball bounce, I'm probably gonna have to take a few steps to adjust to that bounce. So that's the first thing, I gotta move my feet. Number two, I gotta decide if it's a forehand or a backhand. I'm in my ready position back here. As soon as that returner hits that ball, I'm gonna drop my paddle head to either my forehand or my backhand side and get myself into position to hit this ball. Number three, no backswing, right? I know a lot of you guys have heard that, but it's even more important with a drop shot. So when I drop my paddle head, I'm dropping it out front, typically off to one side or the other, and then I'm gonna almost catch this ball as it's coming to me. So I'm gonna wait for it to come to me, catching it out front, and then pushing in the opposite direction, okay? So those are my main keys to start hitting a good aggressive drop. We're gonna go from low to high, short follow through, it doesn't need to be a big follow through, facing where we want this ball to go. So timing of it, one last thing I wanna talk about, timing. I'm gonna let this ball bounce, rise up to its peak, and then be starting to come back down. And that's the point of contact in which I wanna make with the ball. The reason being, as that ball is dropping on me, I can now go low to high on it and add a little bit more pace and spin to this ball. All right, so the first step when you're practicing this drop shot, I actually like to just self-feed to begin. So I'm gonna have my basket of balls here. You guys can get a bucket of balls, whatever you need. I've got my targets over here at the kitchen line, and all I'm gonna do is bounce this ball in front of me and work on my form. So you'll notice, again, my paddle drops a little bit. I like to have it about 18 inches in front of my knee, okay? So watching that ball and then rising through it. Not a lot of swing, no back swing. That's one of those keys. If I wanna go straight, I'm gonna shift a little bit to that straight target, and there we go, nice and easy. One of the things to notice on this next shot is that my paddle face stays the same direction that I'm hitting the ball. So what that means is I'm not breaking my wrist while I'm hitting the shot. If I'm going line, it's facing line and it's ending line. And there we go. All right, so that's the first thing. Grab your bucket of balls, guys. Get out there, hit a bunch of balls, find your touch. Two more. All right. So the next step, or the next level as we're progressing in working on hitting a better drop, is that now my partner is going to be feeding me the ball. He's up at the kitchen line. I'm still back here at this baseline. He's gonna feed it to me, but I'm actually gonna try to almost catch it on my paddle and then find it off of that and hit my drop. So the goal with this one is, again, absorbing this ball, eliminating any backswing, making sure I move my feet and I make contact out in front of me. So let's show you guys how that looks. So obviously we can't do this in a match, right? It's just about finding our touch and our control. One of the things you're gonna notice is that I take little steps to get to that ball, then I calm myself down as I actually make contact. So not a lot of swing or steps or anything like that happening when you're actually making contact with the ball. Couple more. All right, there we go. Let's progress to stage number 3. So now my partner's just gonna be hitting me, feeding me a ball, and now I'm hitting a drop shot off of that feed. So we're adding extra pace every single time until we get to what looks like an actual return that we're gonna see in a match. Lots of little steps. Wait for that ball. Get your paddle in position. And hit through. As you get more comfortable, your partner can start to add a little bit more pace to this ball, making you move a little bit, making it a little more challenging. Let's move into the final stage of practicing our drop shots. This is going to be the actual pace of what you're going to see in a match. What we're going to do in this final drill is I'm taking the basket of balls, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna serve to my partner. He's gonna hit a return back to me, and then I'm hitting my third shot drop. Okay, so just like the pace you'd see in a real match, we're just eliminating all the distractions of all the other opponents and things going on. We're not playing it out at this stage. I'm just working on my shot. Sometimes we gotta just build our technique before we add too many additional things going on. Little high, that's all right. Again, you gotta take the steps, you gotta get yourself in position, drop your paddle head, wait for that ball to come to you, and then hit your drop. Guys, so that's a great way for you to start working on improving your drop shot. making it a little more accurate, a little bit more of a tool and even a weapon that you want to start using in your game. Make sure again to like and subscribe and add any comments. We'll be happy to get back to you guys. Thank you.